Best regards to our dearest listeners, and welcome to our wonderful learning space. We are pleased to announce that the exquisite theme of today's chapter is the referrers and the deictic function. But first, I suppose you are eager to know what we are referring to when we talk about these concepts. May we have your attention, distinguished acquaintances? Let us start with the explanation of the referrers.
In the logical structure, we talk about referrers, or also known as determiners, which are words that point out a noun that precedes them and give information about the thing they are pointing at. By using a specific determiner, we can let the reader or listener know if we are referring to an exact thing or instead we are making a generalization. Usually, these are the first words that we find in a nominal group. For example, you saw a beautiful dress in a shop and you want to show it to your friend. Then you are going to say, I like that dress over there.
The first type of referrer that we will be talking about are articles. An article is a word that comes before a noun to show if it's specific or general. There are two types of references that we can make when using articles: indefinite reference and definite reference. Indefinite reference show that what is referred to is not already mentioned to the listener or the reader. For example,
a shockingly prolific family.
Oh, this is something that every person in the town says about the Bridgertons. They love them. Indeed, they are such a lovely family. Here, the article A is making an indefinite reference. Definite reference is the one that shows that what is referred to is already known by the listener or the reader. For example,
as the members of our esteemed town lazily sojourned in their rustic retreats.
In this fragment, we could find the definite article there, which is referring to the head members. The second referrer we will be talking about are demonstratives. These are the types of referrers that are used to specify the object or person we are referring to, differentiating it from other objects or people. For example,
Charmer, perhaps you would like to take your sister to see the rest of these splendid grounds.
The demonstrative that we saw in Lady Danbury's speech is the word these, which refers to the splendid grounds, that, as there are multiple of them, it is needed to use the plural demonstrative for this nominal group. The next kind of referrer we would be talking about are possessives. This type of referrer is used to point out that something belongs to somebody. For example,
the Viscount Bridgerton's own mamma may have loudly declared her eldest son's lofty intentions.
Here they are making reference to the eldest son of Lady Bridgerton. That's why the narrator used the possessive her. And we can also find a genitive case, that is a noun case which is used mainly to show possession. We can see the use of it when the narrator is referring to the lofty intentions of Lady Bridgerton's son. Yes, just there I used the genitive too. Other example of use of genitive is the next one.
It is only the Queen's eye that matters today. A glimmer of displeasure, and the young lady's value plummets to unthinkable depths.
The last type of referrer we will be talking about today are inclusives. This type of referrer refers to a complete group as a whole, using the word or as individuals, using the word every. They can also indicate if this reference is positive, for example, all dresses, or negative, for example, no dresses. To see how the inclusives are used, here are some examples.
2 dancers? With the Duke?
Oh, he was quite taken with your sister Hyacinth, or the entire party was for that matter.
All eyes were on Daphne.
Here, Lady Bridgerton is using the inclusive or to say that the people at the party were looking at Daphne. The next example is,
but how can something be both physical and intangible when they are indeed quite the opposite?
Daphne is using the inclusive both to refer to the two characteristics she mentioned when she was talking, physical and intangible.
Now that you have acquired the relevant knowledge of the subject, you probably feel competent enough to recognize some of the referrals already mentioned in some other dialogues. In the following line, you can find not just one, but 6 referrers.
Today is a most important day, and for some a terrifying one. For today is the day London's marriage-minded misses are presented to Her Majesty the Queen. May God have mercy on their souls.
Were you able to catch the 6 of them? Well, you can confirm the answer in the next chapter.
This is all for today's episode. We are very pleased to have shared this lovely space with you. We hope our explanations have been clear enough. Remember to message us if you have any questions or inquiries. We promise to answer before the end of the season. We look forward to our next meeting our dearest listeners.